here and to the edge of the universe. But if we want to reach to its edge, we have to pass through dangerous and beautiful new worlds. We will see miracles happen before our eyes. We will remove the limits if we want to see acts of creation. Colored clouds that float in space, our galaxy, and malefic dark forces, until we reach to the edge of the universe, at the moment of creation. The Earth. The only planet that we know so far that can support life. A blue planet formed about 5 billion years ago, which has supported a lot of changes to make a perfect and habitable place for the humankind. A lot of questions we have in our minds, but are less people who can answer them. We will ask, is this the only planet that can support life? Where did all this came from? If no one give us the answers, we have to go ourselves to search them. Now we will go to explore the solar system and beyond it, to see if we can find another planet. Not too hot, not too cold. With water, fresh air, sunlight. A stable place where life and vegetation can flourish. A place that we will call it one day home. Now we have to drag ourselves into the unknown, on to the moon. The moon. A familiar face on our sky, that we see it every night. Familiar and safe. The moon is quiet now. It's obvious there's been no major collisions for millions of years. This brings back memories. The Apollo 11 lunar module. Neil Armstrong's first footprints. They should survive here for millions of years. Maybe longer than us. A lot of astronauts has come this way before us, and 12 of them has walked on the moon themselves. Now we have to take our first giant leap. We have to leave all this behind. And go further. To discover the unknown. Further than any human has ever travels. The goddess of love. Venus. Venus is a sister of Earth. She is about the same size and gravity as our planet. This splendid gold clouds reflects the sunlight. That's why Venus is the brightest planet from the solar system. These dazzling clouds are made from deadly sulfuric acid and the Venus atmosphere, choked in carbon dioxide. So lovely from Earth, up close, this goddess is hideous. If we will stand there 1 second, we will be crushed, corroded, suffocated, unbaked. Before too hot, maybe Venus was calm and peaceful. More like the Earth. Venus is under attack. Hundreds of asteroids and meteorites hits the surface of the planet. This is the Soviet robotic probe. His armor has been ripped apart by extreme conditions. Scorched by the sun. Mercury. The temperatures swing wildly here. In the middle of the day, are 480 degrees, in the night, are minus 150 degrees. For its size, Mercury has a powerful gravitational pull. Maybe another planet hits Mercury, blasting away its layers. The sun. Our light, our life, is possible thanks to the sun. We counting on it. At just 150 million kilometers from home. 20 years journey by plane. So heavy, its gravity support the entire solar system. So big, the Earth can be fit 1 million times inside it. The temperatures rise over 5,000 degrees Celsius. In the core, must be millions of degrees. A big wide sea of lava. It's so full with electromagnetic activity, it's bursting out in these incandescent gas loops, called prominences, each one releasing more energy than 10 million volcanoes. We see this energy as light and feel it as heat. You can get to the Earth through one of these loops. But one day, all this will stop. When sun's fuel will be spent, it will be the end for the Earth as well. The sun makes life possible. But one day, it will destroy it. This comet has strayed too close to the sun. It's been boiled away, making a long tail of millions of kilometers. If this comet strikes our planet, we will remain homeless, trapped in this big wide universe. We have to find another home. For centuries we studied this planet with a lot of passion. Mars. More like any other planet, Mars captured our imaginations. Sci-fi movies, books, comics, and all of these, Mars hosting the extraterrestrial life. Martians. The mysterious creatures that rule Mars. All this time, we look to Mars for signs of life. So far, we haven't found alien life. Humans can't survive on Mars because its surface is covered with perchlorate, a toxic chemical that can cause cancer. And it's cold too, approaching -80 degrees. Volcanic activity could bring life on Mars. Maybe beneath the crust is frozen water. If that's true, that will change everything. NASA rover, Opportunity. Opportunity has landed on Martian surface on 25 January 2004. He is searching for signs of life and study the rocks found on Mars. His pictures help us to find out what Mars is hiding from us. it looks like Mars is a mysterious planet. We don't know very much about it. But we have to search further. Our desire to find life on this strange world is still strong. Jupiter. What a monster! Jupiter is the biggest planet from our solar system. The legendary Great Red Spot. The most biggest, violent storm from the solar system, an angry storm which rages about 300 years. 3 times bigger than Earth. Jupiter's atmosphere is noxious. An endless storm with lightnings 10,000 times bigger than any at home. Jupiter is spinning too fast, creating huge hurricanes and storms. The safest place to watch Jupiter, it's from a distance. Another planet made completely from gas. Saturn. Along with Jupiter, Uranus and Neptune, Saturn is classified as a gas giant. So light, it will float on water. Saturn is just over 95 times more massive than Earth. Saturn's interior is probably composed of a core of iron, nickel and rock, surrounded by a deep layer of metallic hydrogen, and intermediate layer of liquid hydrogen. Cassini space probe is telling us that Saturn's rings, it's probably all that's left from the moons destroyed by Saturn's gravitational pull. To understand the universe, we have to play by its rules. Uranus. This planet, it's still a mystery. No one knows its secrets. For now. Another giant, hidden at the solar system's boundaries. Neptune. The planet is covered in methane gas. And look, another storm, the size of Earth. The winds are controlled by the sun, and Neptune is too far from it. No one knows what creates those winds at the solar system's boundaries. And that's it. No more planets or moons to see. Except this little frozen world, Pluto. Pluto is about the same size of the moon. That's why it wasn't being considered a planet. An endless cloud of cosmic icebergs. They look like the comet we saw earlier. Maybe that comet came from here, towards to the sun. Just like the comet that may planted life on Earth 3.9 billion years ago. Maybe that comet carried water too. The water in the oceans, from our drain, even from our body. All from those cosmic icebergs. Now we are at 8 trillion kilometers from home. If we want to see the wonders of our universe, we have to defeat our fears and step into the big wide unknown. Now we're ready to leave the solar system and enter an interstellar space. We need a serious burst of acceleration. Betelgeuse. It is the third biggest star in the universe, at 42,700 trillion kilometers from home, an Orion constellation. This giant could explode in the next 1,000 years, becoming a white dwarf, a pulsar, and eventually a black hole. Canis Majoris, the biggest and brightest star we ever seen so far, 3 times bigger than Betelgeuse. So far, the kilometers are useless, we're going to have to talk in light years. A beam of light takes 1 year to travel 10 trillion kilometers. So 39,000 trillion kilometers is 3,900 light years from home. And now, we are at 3,900 light years from home. It's crazy. Distances so vast, they're almost beyond comprehension. A weird star was discovered in interstellar space. Achernar, the egg star. It looks like an egg because he is spinning with 250 meters per second. Too fast for a star. Now, we're headed to Orion's dark cloud. To reach there, we have to fly among the stars. Back in time, about 1,700 light years from home. And we're just leave home. Ahead, trillions of kilometers to go, billions of stars to discover, thousands of planets. Who knows what strange worlds we will discover. Orion's dark cloud. A star factory at 1,700 light years from home. Thousands of hot spheres, gathering dust and gases, to become stars. Gases like nitrogen, hydrogen and oxygen are collected every second. Once a star explodes, he releases gases in space, forming a nebula. The death of a star means the birth of another one. Anywhere we searched for life. So far, we haven't found it yet. What a view! A nebula. A nebula is made from dust and gases from the dead stars. Without wind and space, it will take millions of years to disperse. Stars like our own had to die to create this colossal cloud of dust and gases. Without nightmares, there be no dreams. Somewhere between Earth and the edge of the universe. More nebulae. Beautiful colors. Green and violet, hydrogen and helium. Red and blue, nitrogen and oxygen. We wanted the big picture. Here it is. Where do we fit in? Here is the answer. All we've seen so far is in here, inside the Milky Way. if our planet will disappear right now. Who will even notice? The smallest insect, the biggest mountain, everything is invisible from here. And anywhere we search for life, we found nothing. Maybe here, in this cluster of stars, is something that can change our life forever. The astronomers have sent a message in this direction in 1970, detailing our DNA structure and our position of our solar system. Unfortunately, the message will arrive here at least over 25,000 years. The distances are very big. Maybe our descendants will find a way to discover that wormhole, to travel in time. Now, we are ready to enter intergalactic space to search further for life. The intergalactic space. An infinite number of galaxies just like our own. Some of them smaller. Others, hundreds of times, bigger than Milky Way. The nearest galaxies are millions light years away. There are so many galaxies. There must be one, which has a star like our own, with a planet who can sustain life. A supernova. Its explosion is so powerful. It triggers nuclear reactions, creating silver, gold, platinum. The ring on your hand. The chain from your neck. There all starts life here. In a massive supernova. It was so big. When its light reached the Earth in 1980, it was visible with the naked eye. Something has happened. Something powerful. Something dangerous. We've seen dangerous things so far. What else could be? This doesn't look right. a whole galaxy exploded. The only thing large enough to produce such a catastrophe must be another galaxy. It looks like the end of the world. The galaxy will reborn in a new shape, perhaps with new stars, as dust and gas collides, triggering the birth of stars. An endless cycle of birth and death, creation and destruction. Something light our path. Something very powerful, brighter than 10,000 galaxies. A quasar. A big wide sea of incandescent gases, diverting everything in its path. Whole stars are sucked by the quasar, making them to disappear from the visible universe forever. This is the most powerful and dangerous thing in the universe. The first galaxies, the beginning of the universe. We're almost there. A hot, small, dense core erupts. Creating space, time, and the universe itself. First, the universe has subatomic size. Later, you can hold it in your palm of your hand. After 1 second, it's bigger than the Earth. That's it. We've made it. The edge of the universe. The light of Big Bang is still spreading out as a hiss of radio static. You can see it on untuned TV. All these galaxies, stars, planets, are sparks resulted from the Big Bang. All we've seen so far like quasars, the Milky Way, the solar system, and finally to Earth, are the greatest wonders which the humankind has ever discovered. Also, are the greatest wonders that the universe can give us. There are much to see. Up in the sky. And we haven't found that perfect planet so far. We have to search further for it. And someday, we can pass from a more abundant planet to a young, new one, that we may call it home.